My name is Sahar Kazes. I'm from Israel. I'm 29 years old. My height is 168 centimeters. My weight currently is 96 kilograms, fitted to 212 category, and that's it.
Okay, but you did the Indy Pro, and tell us what your prep was like that for getting ready for that. And obviously you didn't get the result you wanted, but how was prepping for that and everything?
So this was my first competition after 2 years without any competitions. I made a prep of 12 weeks. It was a kind of hard prep. I was on depletion for like 8 weeks on a row, and I trained resistance workouts 5 times on a week, and posing practice for 20-30 minutes every day. And at the beginning of the preparation I did cardio for something like 40 minutes on a day, and then my remove the cardio to keep my cortisol levels on the low side, and almost the competition of the preparation for the competition I did without cardio, just to reach my body weight goal, and eventually I did reach it, and I made my posing much better than before, than the last competition that was on Ireland 2019. Also I made a preparation for Ireland 2020. I was ready, and it got cancelled 1 month before the competition happened, so I didn't manage to compete, and then the COVID entered to our life, and we had forced to cancel everything. Yeah, and then I was just doing body weight stuff, body weight resistance training for like 2 months on a row. And then gyms started to open in Israel, so I managed to fix on a gym that allow me to train all the COVID time. So I was really on really good condition with the COVID compared to the other people in Israel.
Because you were going to do a show if you didn't know COVID was going to hit, so you were planning on doing a show that year, right? Most likely.
As I said, I planned to do the Ireland competition, and it got cancelled, so I didn't search for any competition after it. I waited for the sky to open, and I just remain on off season. Then when I saw that things are starting to open on the United States, I was aiming to United States. So I made a decision to go to Indy Pro and New York Pro about 4 months before they announced it, and that's where I started. And I always had the gym to train on, and even though gyms on Israel was closed, I had the gym to train on, so I was fixed with it, and I think I did good. I did really good on the preparation. I managed to reach to the best physique of my life right now in Indy Pro. I'm not satisfied with the result, I have to say. But I plan to change the diet protocol to New York Pro. I need to be bigger on the stage. I have to be bigger on the stage because I got the condition, I got the posing, everything is right. Maybe if I will be a little bigger on the stage, this will give me higher placing on the competition.
And who is your coach, bud?
My coach for years, his name is Stas Strusberg.
Okay.
He made me from zero, completely zero. I'm believing him with my eyes closed for the whole journey together. He's a really great person. He taught me almost everything that I know. He helped me professionally and on my life in so many ways. And he always shocks me with how much knowledge he have every time. So I'm really pleased with our journey together, and I'm sure we'll have many more years until the Olympia together and much more further.
Awesome. And how did you actually get started in bodybuilding? But how were you, and what kind of drove you into it as a young kid?
So as a young kid, I was a kid with really, really, really low self-confidence. I had no guts to speak with the regular people, especially not with the girls. So I was searching for some way out from this. So at the beginning, I found the WWE. I started to watch WWE, and I became a big fan of WWE. I even went to school of professional wrestling. I was there for 1 month total. I was not really good there, but every time I saw WWE, I told to myself, I want to be bigger, I want to be big, I want to be lean like these guys, and I knew this will help me to raise my confidence up. So I signed up to the gym, and I got addicted to the gym immediately. As I saw, when you devote yourself to something and work really hard, it gives you the result that you're looking for, and it gave me a lot of satisfaction, and a really fast time, I managed to raise my confidence up and build my life to the place where I wanted to be. I got the hold on my life, and at the beginning, my family didn't support me at all. When I was 20 years old, my family kind of told me that I need to choose between do bodybuilding or live on my own home. So I chose that day I chose bodybuilding, and I left my home, and I was forced to live by myself from a young age, and it only gave me benefits for my life, because it raised my confidence up, not the opposite way. It helped me to build my life on the better way that I wanted. So I'm really grateful for everything that happened. I'm really grateful for it, because I'm here now. I'm doing what I love to do. I'm living my own dream, and this is the most important thing to do, to work on a work that you love to do, and live your life like you love to do it.
So you have the New York Pro, and then we're going to see how that goes. Any other shows planned this year, or just see how that goes first?
First, we're going to see how's New York Pro is going, and I think after that I'm going to take an off season to improve the size of my legs, to add more muscle, and after that, when I'll be satisfied with it, choose a show, and then reach for the qualification for the Olympia. This is my biggest dream, and I know I will achieve it. It's just a matter of time.
And you said there hasn't been a lot of pros. I admit it was one of our pros, but out of Israel, a lot of people probably don't know that. There's only been a few pro bodybuilders that come out of Israel.
You're talking about the pros in Israel?
Yeah, or that you've had. There's only been a few pros to actually come out of Israel. A lot of people probably don't realize that.
Yeah. There's a few pros in Israel. Some of them are active and some of them are not. There are still many young bodybuilders in Israel that are trying to get their pros, but not succeeded yet. So meanwhile, we are total, I think, of 4 pros on Israel. 2 males and 2 females, I think.
Okay. Is bodybuilding, how is it comparable there, but is it a very popular sport just for general people to do, or is it, how do you feel like US?
Compared to the US, in Israel, on bodybuilding, the people starting to on Israel, people are choosing first the easier categories, let's say it like that, like men's physique and classic physique. Not many people choose bodybuilding at the beginning. This is why there are no much bodybuilders in Israel. So people immediately attracted to the men's physique category and the classic physique category. And most of the people that compete out of Israel also going to these categories, and I think this is why there are not many pros in Israel. Not many choose bodybuilding at the beginning of the way, and that's it for Israel.
Yeah, actually I think that's like that here too in the States a lot.
Yeah.
Once they came out with men's physique and stuff, and you had bodybuilders where it takes so much longer to be a pro bodybuilder, they would even lose size and lose mass or muscle so they could do that easier.
Yeah, it's kind of easier way to go, because bodybuilding is really hard. You need to devote everything to the training sessions and take time to work on your legs. That this is not always a fun thing to do, but you need to love the sport really badly to manage to go through all the leg workouts. To be a bodybuilder, to be a professional bodybuilder, you need to tear your legs up.
Yeah.
You need to give everything on your legs to be a successful bodybuilder.
Well, and like it's not like other sports where you practice. You're living your bodybuilder 24/7. You're not just, where you play football. You're playing football at a certain time.
Yeah. You need to love. You need to love the sport. You need to really love it to be successful at it. So you can see the differences between the persons who devote the 100% of all the. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
You can see the difference between the persons who devote 100% of themselves and people who devote less. People who devote less is not successful.
Yeah. Well, I think you're devoting 100%. You look great, bud.
Thank you very much.
Good luck at the New York Pro. Go ahead. Anyone you'd like to thank, bud? Sponsors, friends, family, or anyone?
First, I would like to thank to my wife. My wife, she is my perfect companion. She helps me with everything in every single aspect of my life. She's supporting me. During this whole preparation for Indy Pro, she did all the cooking for me. She counted all the calories for me. And this is the biggest thank I need to give for my wife. And second, I want to say thanks to my coach, Stas Sturzberg, who supported me, as I said, who built me from zero, from scratch. I believe him with my eyes closed, and I will believe him until the end of the way, and there is no end of the way for us.
Good deal. Well, good luck, and we will be following along, bud. I hope you kill the New York Pro.
Thank you very much.